Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it. I jolly for say that.
Characteristics. Well, number one, I would say this: he has to be submitted to Christ. I'm not following no man if you're not, because
Okay.
that's dangerous.
So he has to be a Christian. You don't care the denomination, but he has to be Christian.
I wouldn't necessarily say Christian, but you need to be under God. Everybody has to have a headship, even a man.
Okay.
'Cause if
So a
you don't, we're
Rastafari
not-
brethren has a chance. That's what I'm trying to find out. Does a Rastafari brethren have a chance? Because I want to save you.
Yes, if he under his headship or under, God's rulership.
All right.
Number one, keeping yourself pure.
Yes.
A woman has to pray. Well, we both have to pray consistently, but a woman's prayers is more, she can cover, her whole household, and also the man. If the woman stops praying, then her husband won't be covered.
Okay.
So the wife's prayer is very important, even for her children. So prayer, purity, because you don't want to be defiled. Someone who is submissive. Not submissive can be hard sometimes. Submissive can be hard sometimes when you don't got the right person, and that's for men and women. Sometimes the man don't want to submit, and then sometimes the woman don't want to submit. But you have to make sure you have the right person, so all they can balance out. What else for me? Oh, style. You got to have some style now. Your man, you got to look good. You have to keep his eye. That's true. That's what you and your woman's supposed to do.
Okay.
It keeps you out of sin, and like I said, when you living in sin, it brings curses.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about those curses. What give us some examples. Or
it's just like when you fall into sin, you open so many doors of generational curses. We're supposed to be closing those doors so we can move forward. But once you sin, it opens up like a can of worms. So now you got to start back from ground zero and fight your way back up. But my father always told me, what's so hard about doing what's right? There's nothing hard about it. Just do what's right. We have the commandments. But sometimes, like I said, we disobedient, hard-headed. And when you hard-headed, make us soft behind. So our Father gonna tap us on the behind a little bit until we get back in alignment.
What do you know about Rastafari, or what have you encountered?
What have I encountered with Rastafari?
Yeah. How did you find my page?
I don't know. You know how Instagram is. We probably just, I don't know. But I visited Jamaica, my family back in 2016. My father also knows some people out in Jamaica. So, and then, of course, when you go to Jamaica, you're going to see Rastafari. So. Yes.
Was that your first time seeing Rastafari?
In 2016, yes.
Okay. And what did you think? What were your initial thoughts?
It woke me up.
Okay.
Who I am.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Well, Haile Selassie the first, the Almighty, and he was crowned with Empress Menen. And you see there come a time in every relationship in it brand new and your heart is full of doubt. And you try investigate to check things out. And sometimes you see if you follow word of mouth, you end up take the wrong route. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? But it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't Something inside if it don't react. Sometimes I hear how the people chat. Most of the time we ignore all of that. The way she read books made my soul relax. Love how she look and she proud to be black. Me love how she cook and how she state the fact. She said the wicked are female like wax. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? Then, well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss?
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Banso, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Panafrican Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Love. Welcome to the Lion Voice Network and welcome to Lion Love. This is the program where we are getting to the core, the Rastafari, the Pan-African family. Yes, we have done 3 interviews with 3 beautiful daughters of Zion, and today is no different. However, today is our first Empress that is not treading Rastafari directly. We are going to talk to a sister who very conscious, presenting. We're going to find out, what's her attitude toward courtship, relationships, long-term marriage. We're going to go into all of it today. The vetting process. It's going to be one of those episodes. So if you have not become part of the Lion Pride, make sure you subscribe and become part of the Lion Tribe. Big up Lion Pride on Patreon. All of the new members. What do you know about? Big up all of the Ubuntu Lion Pride. We are growing as a community, and I have to say it's beautiful. But remember, we cannot grow as a nation until we fix the family problem. Until we deal with the family and build strong families, we cannot build a strong nation family. So I want the item to help to welcome this beautiful daughter of Zion,
Hey.
Empress. Pronounce their name again for I, please.
Keshayla.
Keshayla.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have such a beautiful conversation or conversation today. Just tell the people where you're from, what's your heritage, and I know women are sensitive about their age, but just give us a range, a decade in which you were born.
Okay, so my name is Empress Keshayla. I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. So that's the deep south. Alabama is actually next door to Georgia. So
yes,
roots from Alabama. My great grandfather, Ghana. Age, we don't tell our age, but I'm in my 20s.
Okay, young, and we'll share your social media information, so people can follow and see doing powerful work. Would you consider yourself an influencer?
Yes,
definitely. Okay, and I use the word conscious. Just looking at your page, it's not overtly sexual. You're definitely beautiful, and you highlight the beauty, but you try, I've noticed, to do things tastefully. Healthy products, fruits, vegetables. I'm seeing all red, gold, and green. I'm seeing all head wraps. I'm seeing all of the things that we would consider as a part of the conscious community, and I know that kind of creates a negative caveat in some communities, but I think conscious is positive.
Yes.
But as a member of that community, would you consider yourself to be quote unquote conscious?
Okay, so I have a question about the conscious part. When you say conscious, what do you mean? Because I think it can be many different aspects of being conscious. Because you told me you have the Christian.
Yes.
It's like different.
So are you connected to your African heritage. Do you recognize your African heritage? I know there are different
Dimension.
things, but do you recognize that root?
Yes, for me, I go in and out of different consciousness of dimensions because of who my father is, grandmother. I'm kind of mixed with a whole lot of.
Okay.
Before
What?
I do my African heritage, yes, somewhat, but I think that's more deeper when you go into your African
Okay.
way deeper than the surface level of consciousness.
So what is your heritage on your parents' side?
My mom's side is Native American,
Okay.
Indian. My grandma was very beautiful, beautiful long gray hair. My grandfather served in the military.
Okay.
So he's kind of like red looking, real red tone skin. So Native American on her side, and my father's side is straight African, Ghana.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you know what part of Ghana?
I'm not sure what part. No.
Okay.
No,
Okay. Because you look very West African. I'm gonna say that. You know what I mean?
I've got a lot of West Africa and Nigeria. I
Yeah.
think when I hang around different people, I start to look like. Yeah.
Yes. So, in terms of Christianity, you're a Christian. You would consider yourself a Christian.
I was brought up Christian. Yes.
Okay. What denomination?
Non-denomination.
Non-denomination.
As you are. Mhm.
Okay. Give thanks. Are you familiar with the Ethiopian
Yes.
Orthodox Church?
Mhm.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on the African roots of Christianity? Do you look at Christianity from that perspective when you talk about Yeshua,
Yes.
the Christ, and all these things? How is your understanding of Christianity?
I have a pretty decent understanding of it. And even dealing with Christianity, is certain curses that you have to break off of your mind, mental
Okay.
chains that you have to break off your mind. But it takes time. But my view of it so far is positive.
Okay. And in terms of, do you think that Yeshua was a black man?
I would say brown tone.
Brown tone?
I'm not sure if he was. When you say black, like African,
Yes.
I know he was from Africa.
Yes. African. Yes.
He was my skin tone color.
Okay. I'm just establishing a baseline.
Oh, you good.
My viewers know where your mind is in terms of overall culture. How do you feel about popular culture for women of today? Your age group, your would you be considered a millennial or Generation Z?
A millennial.
A millennial. Okay, so for your generation, who would be the top artists? Would be the Cardi B's and these kind of. What do you feel about the popular culture? All of the kind of hip hop that's out there right now.
To be honest, it's demonic. It's not really what we should be following. Yeah, it's not good.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Because they've elevated stripper culture, concubine type of culture as the apex in the black community. So to hear you say the word demonic lets me know that your third eye is open to a level.
But it's very easy to get sucked up into that because sometimes it's not always the woman. Sometimes it's the man that sucks the woman into the situation. And then sometimes it's the woman who sucks the man into that type of situation. So I don't really think it's about people. I think it's about spirits.
Yes. Okay.
We're moving away from color and body. We're going more into spiritual. These days, you don't know who is who. So you have to test the spirit.
Okay. I like where we're going. So as a young princess who is treading, Empress, I'll use the term. I counter many spirits in the form of brethren, I would imagine. How do you navigate, or how do you know if this person is coming with good intention? He has lyrics, might be good looking. How is it that you are able to exercise that discernment, and how long does that typically take for you to make a determination?
When you first meet somebody, if you have strong discernment, you'll know. But you still want to give people the benefit of the doubt because we go through different trials in life. You may be upset. You never know what a person is going through. So you always want to give your brother or your sister the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because we're all, growing and extending on our own time. That person may come out of that situation and realize, oh, they made a mistake, or, we all fall short of the glory.
Yes, of
So
course.
for me, I always test the spirit. I'm always going to be kind and be nice. But if I sense something bad about him, I know okay, let me pull back. And then I always pray.
Okay.
I always go to the Lord and pray, because you'll always get your answers in prayer no matter what. If you go to the Almighty, He will reveal things to you, whether it's in a dream, whether if you're just sitting there, He's going to reveal it to you. Hey, don't mess with this person. Or He'll reveal to you what this person is going through. Like I said, we're coming into a time now where nothing is hidden.
Yes.
Our spirits are open. Nothing is hidden anymore.
That is true. Revelation time.
Yes.
You're so right. What are some of the challenges first of all, are you single? Let us establish a baseline here.
Yes, I'm single until married. I don't play like that.
Did you hear that, brethren? So there's no in-between time. Single until marriage.
And a lot of people play around with that. I don't like that. If you see a woman that you like, go ahead and marry her. We don't have time to be wasting.
Okay. What is your stance on premarital sex? Because it's something that a lot of people have normalized. Are you waiting until marriage? What is your stance? Yes,
I'm waiting, but like I said, all of us fall short. Some of us have been, molested. It's no secret. Some of us have been touched before our time.
Okay.
Men and women. It's not just women. So we're trying our best to wait to marriage. But yes, you should wait to marriage, because that brings even more curses on us.
Okay.
So we should try our best to wait to marriage.
I love your transparency and your honesty, because you could have just said yes and kept it moving, but you're very realistic, and that shows a certain level of maturity. Because you're right, a lot of things can happen and do happen and have happened to us. So I really do give thanks for your being so candid. So does that make it difficult? Because I know, I'm probably over double your age. So, I feel like a young man, but I'm, but in my day, if I was not in my right mind, even though I was tried in the right way, young lady said that she's waiting till marriage, I might have been discouraged. Have you found that this is a challenge? Holding this principle, even with a brethren who might be a Irie brethren, but he's looking for that physical intimacy. Is that a challenge?
No, because the man should actually protect the woman's purity. Because if he have a daughter, he's going to want his daughter to not be, defiled. It's not hard. That's what the great fight is about. It's about fighting your flesh.
Okay.
So this is how we overcome. If you got to fast, you need to fast. But we should definitely strive to keep ourselves pure. Now, if you do have sex with your partner, y'all need to be planning to get married, because you already married. So you need to go before the Lord and go ahead and make those vows. Because if you don't want her, why are you having sex with her? We have to stop playing with each other. I mean, it's true.
No, I love it. I have a thing I call it.
Take from her cup of grace. Don't take from a woman's cup of grace and marry her.
Oh, wow.
Might as well.
That's so refreshing. On this channel, we talk about discipline, and being disciplined as a man. We talk about the vetting process. We have a thing, we call it purpose over pum pum over here.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes. So I'm very big. So to hear it from the female side is refreshing. And your age, it's so refreshing to hear that, because we get the impression that our young people are without boundaries. And just know that you're encouraging many, and many will watch this video and be encouraged by those word sound. Marry the young lady. Did you hear that? Marry her if you want.
Marry her,
yes. And then you're free.
The Lord honors marriage. A man gains favor. I mean, these biblical rules are simple, but I guess we just hard headed and we're gonna get it right though.
yes. So are you approached a lot? Very beautiful young lady. Are you approached a lot? I've been hearing that brethren are not approaching women as much.
Yeah.
Is that real?
I'm a sister girl, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm cool, but these young fellas. Whew. So it's kind of like I have to be. They don't understand, they're young, so they may think I'm being rude. I'm like, no, I got boundaries. Like, if you want to date, we have to go step by step. You got to meet my father. But as you're young, you have to give us grace.
Yes,
we're all learning.
Of course. So was it your parents that instilled this traditional value inside of you? Because
I have a strong foundation. I grew up both of my parents.
Okay.
They were married.
Yes. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. How did you find my page?
I don't know. You know how Instagram is. We probably I don't know. But I visited Jamaica with my family back in 2016. My father also knows some people out in Jamaica. So, and of course, when you go to Jamaica, you're going to see Rastafari. So.
Yes. Was that your first time seeing Rastafari?
In 2016, yes.
Okay. And what did you think? What were your initial thoughts?
It woke me up.
Okay.
Who I am.
Like how? I
think I was listening to some music or something. Maybe I think the beat or something.
Okay. And
it always starts with the music.
Yeah, and what did that do to you in terms of your consciousness?
It was talking about the black woman. I said, that's me.
Okay.
I was like 17.
Beautiful. And what do you think just generally about Rastafari people from your observations?
Rastafari people are like all people. You got good people and you got bad people. Just like Christianity, you have some good people and you have some bad people. So like I said, we have to give each other grace because we're all growing to, our Christ conscience. Some of us, grew up without fathers. Some of us grew up without mothers. Like I said, we all have a different fight, but that's what it's about. That's what makes it exciting.
Yes.
Fight the good fight of faith.
I tell people that you star in your own blockbuster film, your life. You have to decide your story arc, you know what I mean? And how you, when is the time for your uprising montage? There's always a montage, the wax on, wax off, if you know Karate Kid or them type of things. There's always that part of the movie where the hero gotta, buckle down and get business.
And just say yes. You gotta say yes to your call. That's the thing.
And what do you think your purpose is? Because you seem very focused.
What I know my purpose is?
Oh, okay, I like it.
Yes, my purpose, of course, to serve others. And your purpose is always going to stem from something that you've been through. Because you can't teach anybody else if we haven't gone through it. So it's to bring other people up who may not have as much strength as me. Because there's some women that even, I can also teach men, how to be a king. Men can learn from women and women can learn from men. We're all here to teach each other. So definitely a teacher. I know that for sure.
Okay, wow. And obviously very well media trained as well. Well poised. And you do public speaking, is that correct?
Yes, I do public speaking.
Yes, because I've looked at your page. I see you're doing great things. Talk to us about the characteristics of a king, the man that you are willing to submit to as your king, as a queen. What does that man look like in terms of characteristics?
Characteristics. Well, number one, I would say this: he has to be submitted to Christ. I'm not following no man if you're not, because
Okay.
That's dangerous.
So he has to be a Christian. You don't care the denomination, but he has to be Christian.
I wouldn't necessarily say Christian, but you need to be under God. Everybody has to have a headship, even a man.
Okay. So a Rastafari has a chance. That's what I'm trying to find out. Does a Rastafari brethren have a chance? Because I want to save you.
Yes, if he under his headship or under, God's rulership.
All right.
Well, no crazy jokers.
All right.
characteristic, someone who is gentle,
Yes.
selfless.
Mm-hmm.
We need a warrior because when it's time to fight, I think both.
Protection.
Yeah, prayer.
Yes.
Prayer should be number one. I want to be able to pray with him because we at war. So
Wow.
yeah.
How do you feel about going? Have you been to Africa first of all?
I'm not. It's coming now. I'm going soon.
So if you met a king and he wanted to relocate to Africa, would you be willing?
I'm going wherever he go.
Okay, you hear that? So that's a serious Empress right there. We give thanks for your focus and your vision. What do you think the eye, what qualities does the eye have that makes you worthy of this king that you have described?
Oh, number one, keeping yourself pure.
Yes.
A woman has to pray. Well, we both have to pray consistently, but a woman's prayers is more, she can cover, her whole household, and also the man. If the woman stops praying, then her husband won't be covered.
Okay.
So the wife's prayer is very important, even for her children. So prayer, purity, because you don't want to be defiled. Someone who is submissive. Now, submissive can be hard sometimes. Submissive can be hard sometimes when you don't got the right person. And that's for men and women. Sometimes the man don't want to submit, and then sometimes the woman don't want to submit. But you have to make sure you have the right person so all they can balance out. What else for me? Oh, style. You got to have some style now. Your man, you got to look good. You have to keep his eye.
Yes.
Style. And being sweet. I think a man likes somebody who is sweet. You don't like a little woman.
Beautiful, beautiful. And the other thing I love about the eye is the health and wellness.
Yes.
The eye is all about fitness. You know what I mean? And I think this is something that I talk about for my community. We have a lot of brethren and sisters that have allowed themselves, because of stress, high cortisol levels, to get overweight, taking on the burdens, late night eating, hustling. How would you, or what would you say to the sisters in terms of health and wellness? How important is that, and how do you stay focused?
Take care of yourself. 9 times out of 10, if a woman is stressing, it's because of a man. It's because she probably got some love or something like that. But if we love ourselves, we won't be so focused on a man. Let him come and find you.
Okay.
Yes. So just loving on yourself, taking care of yourself. Oh, and also when you take care of others, like giving can be a service too, because when you give, it comes back to you.
Yes.
So servicing others, that can be another way of taking care of your health.
And that's also a way of maintaining mental health, because it's very difficult to feel depressed when you're in an attitude of gratitude and when you're giving. You know what I mean? It's hard to be depressed when you are giving of yourself to someone else and receiving that love. So that's so important. You have so much wisdom. I have hope. You know what I mean? I really am imbued with a lot of hope from this interview, because we get the impression that the young people are just wilding out here, and we hope by the time they hit 30, they'll come back to the basics. But to hear someone in their 20s articulating as you are, wisdom of the ages, it really is encouraging.
Yes.
What are some of the temptations that are out there, and how do you avoid the temptations? Because you're in an era of Meg Thee Stallion, you're in an era of Icy Spicy, you're in an area of Glorilla, and I'm naming these because I have a 16-year-old daughter. I hear some of the lyrics, and I try not to be a hypocrite, because I know what I listened to when I was a teenager. So I try not to be, but how do you not get drawn into what's so popular?
That's a good question. Well, number one, I want to say, as a father, let her go through it.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to learn unless she go through it. And if she has a good father, she's going to come out of it. So you got to let the young people go through it. But for me, staying disciplined, I just don't listen to it. Even if I scroll on Instagram, I just try to keep, because like I said, it's easy to get sucked into it. And
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with that if you with your man, because I'm pretty sure I mean, that's for personal. It's not for like out on the internet. But for me, I just don't pay attention to it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be honest, I have fun sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay, but are you disciplined to come back? I mean,
And when you mean fun, you're talking about dancing and because they got some beats. Yeah. So you might bust a wine or a twerk here and there. Yes, you're African. Yeah. And I'm as a brethren, I'm not a brethren that's anti that, because that goes to the DNA of black women. No matter where you go in the world, there's some type of whining, waist action. No matter what the culture from, it's an African culture.
Right.
Black people, you're gonna see that. The Ethiopians might use their shoulders, but it's in there. You know what I mean? West Africa is one way, South Africa, America, South America, wherever you go, you're gonna see that. You know what I mean?
It's just with them, they're exploiting themselves.
Yes.
Talking about sex, and that's
the frequency, because what we have to understand is Babylon is a confusion. Babylon comes from the root word Babel, which is to confuse. So Babylon is always rooted in something, but it's a perversion of that thing that is a need. So, sexual desire is a need of life, but Babylon perverts that into, something, because they know it's there. Just like the need to eat is a need, but if you have gluttony, that's a perversion, or you're promoting gluttony. So these things are from rooted things that are necessary, but Babylon confuses the brain and takes you down that road, to destruction. So it's very serious. So you're able to avoid all of those influences, and that is so beautiful. Tell us, because one of the problems that I think people have, why they go so extreme to the other side, is that conscious people, I don't think we've done a good job to let people know that we're not boring people. And you've alluded to it, the marriage bed is sacred. And so it's not that, if you're in a committed relationship, you have to say 25 Psalms before you can touch your partner, or all of those kind of things. You're saying it just has to be
in alignment,
and in that committed relationship, and then you can have as much incitement and joy as you would love.
Yes.
But we need to set the foundation, and I think it's important, because a lot of times people think conscious women are boring, so they want to go to the wild girl because that's their fantasy. But they don't know that their fantasy could be fulfilled by that conscious woman under the right condition. How do you see that? Is that accurate?
That's true. That's what you and your woman's supposed to do.
Okay.
It keeps you out of sin, and like I said, when you living in sin, it brings curses.
Talk to us about those curses. What give us some examples. Or
it's just like when you fall into sin, you open so many doors of generational curses. We're supposed to be closing those doors so we can move forward. But once you sin, it opens up like a can of worms. So now you got to start back from ground zero and fight your way back up. But my father always told me, what's so hard about doing what's right? There's nothing hard about it. Just do what's right. We have the commandments. But sometimes, like I said, we disobedient, hard-headed. And when you hard-headed, make us soft behind. So our Father gonna tap us on the behind a little bit until we get back in alignment.
Wow, that's so beautiful. What's your message to younger generation, people like my daughter, the generation that's coming after the eye? What is your message to them in terms of, being different, because there's so much pressure to go with the crowd? What is your message to them? Those who are maybe didn't have a father in the home, have never seen a stable relationship demonstrated, what would be your message to them?
Stay busy. Get you some business. Find a job. Work. You need to be working, tilling the soil, planting your seeds so you can reap your harvest. And you're young, you ain't got nothing to do but work if you don't have a family. So while you're young, you have all the energy, you need to be working and building yourself up. Because there's gonna be a time in the day that comes when you have a family.
Yes, I.
So I would definitely encourage the younger people to work, save your money. That's why I started my companies for younger girls. You know, if they don't have anything to do, they out in the streets, they want to be grown. Hey, I got some products that you can get online and promote. You can make you some money.
Talk to us about your work and how people can tap into what you're doing currently.
Okay, so currently I'm a plant-based formulator and I produce plant-based beauty care products. I started it.
No, I'm saying okay, that's beautiful. Go ahead,
Yes.
continue.
So every year I recruit brand ambassadors, young girls, you know, who are in high school. Because when I was in high school, I like to stay busy. And like I said earlier, when you're busy and you're tending to your own business, you don't have time for the negative stuff because you got something that you're doing and you love and you're making money. Who wouldn't want to make money, especially for a young lady? She needs money.
Yes.
A young woman needs money because a man can come up to her and try to like, I got some money for you.
Yeah, yes.
Teach the younger girls and guys to make your money. Become business oriented. Yes.
And we need to establish that economic base for our people.
Yes.
To rise from our condition for equal rights and justice economics. You know, Dr. Claude Anderson talks about it in Powernomics. You know, establishing that economic foundation. So we're very big on this channel. So how can people purchase your products, and give us some of the what's some of your best sellers that people can look out for?
Okay, so they can log onto the website. It's www.empressdivine.org, and my number one bestseller is our Good Natty collection. Okay. My nephew would say, "Your hair nappy, and I said, "No, I got some good natty, got good hair." So that's how I launched that line.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know, Rastafari people, we have a lot of hair, so I'm sure that you all can support, show this young Empress some love. Let's circulate the Rastafari Pan-African dollar. This has been such a joy to spend this time with the eye. I want us to come forward to the eye. We don't do just one interview on this platform. This is a family. You have now become part of the Lion Voice Network family. So, you know, we want you to tap in with us. I would love to do an interview just on your product line, for example.
Okay.
We do panel discussions. We're just getting started. We're building Rastafari independent, non-aligned media over here. But as I said, when I saw the eye on social media, I said, I know a lot of young brethren would love to talk to a sister like this, you know, because most Rastafari conscious brethren, they're not going to meet someone who's already Rastafari. They will find someone who's conscious. And I said, wow, I wonder what her views on, or what life has been like for her in terms of courtship. And you're saying that the brethren are approaching, or they're not approaching. What is the traffic like currently?
They're approaching, but like I said, it takes time. Like younger guys, different. They different. It's like you have to. Oh Lord, you just have to. It's like you got to train them, like, you know.
Yes, they're aggressive. They're aggressive.
Some, but I don't play.
Yeah.
And they may think I'm mean. I'm like, I'm not being mean. So at first I have to be like a sister girl.
Yes.
Some of them say they want to get married, but I know you're not ready for marriage because I'm sensing your weight. You don't even have no weight in the spirit. So how you gonna carry your family? You're not ready. It takes time. God is building us up. He's building up our spirit. You ain't ready. Okay. And most of the time they go by what they see, and that's okay. But let's take our time and build. We're gonna get there because there's some things, and especially if it's a God ordained marriage,
yes,
you're gonna go through warfare.
Definitely.
The enemy don't want you to be together because there's purpose in that relationship. So it's going to take some time. You have to be patient. Because when you get married, you don't want to drop the ball.
No.
When you get married, you don't want to fall into adultery. That's going to bring more curse on your children and stuff. So you want to make sure you have your slate clean before you enter a marriage with anybody. Because whatever he does is going to affect his wife and his kids.
Powerful words. As a happily married man, I can support what the eye is saying. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
What is your upper age limit? You know, because I had a sister on here on one of the episodes, and she said a 70-year-old man jumped into her DM trying to.
Young for me.
What's the upper limit? How old is too old for the eye?
I'll probably stop at 45.
45.
At that age, I kind of get it. At 40, I think he's been slapped enough time.
Yes.
So 45 will be my max.
Okay, so if you're above 45, family, don't bother with it, please. You know what I mean? The ship has sailed. You know what I mean? So, but give thanks for coming. Let them know the social media, how they can again get in contact,
Okay.
and any final words that you want to share with our audience.
What do I want to say? If you are in a committed relationship, or if you are married and your partner is, struggling, or sometimes we can be a prodigal. I think it's what's called a prodigal, like in the Bible, you had the prodigal son.
Yes.
Sometimes our spouse can, rear off path. Sometimes the enemy can take over their mind. So if you are in a relationship, just stand firm in your relationship and continue to pray for your partner until those curses are broken off of their life and they come back into their right mind. We can stand for each other and pray for each other. That's what it's about. We never leave each other. Once one person falls, it's important that we pick each other up. We never leave each other as a community. And sometimes we can do that. We can look at the person like, oh, I don't want to talk to them no more. You know how some people are. They leave you on the wayside. And that's how some people end up homeless because somebody didn't care about them. But we can pray for each other, and prayer is powerful. So don't leave your partners if you really love them. Just stand in the gap for them and continue to pray until God restores their mind.
Powerful message. It's clear that there is an anointing on the eye, and that your third eye is open. Just listening to your words, the wisdom being uttered. It's an honor to see and meet you at this stage in your journey, and I look forward to seeing the evolution and the glow up, as they would say. I look forward for the continued glow up. You have my attention, the Lion Pride attention, and people, let us support this sister again. Let us support and let us purchase her products.
Yes.
Let us create more successful Black businesses. She's dealing with plant-based, which is right up our alley as ITAL, consumers. So let us support and have her products go to the number one space. So you have heard it here, family. Lion Pride, check in. Let us know in the comments what you would like to know from this young lady on her next appearance. The lioness has spoken, and you know how we do it here, that the time has come for the lionesses to tell their own story. And this is Lion Love. Blessings.
Lion Voice. Well, Haile Selassie the First, the Almighty, and he was crowned with Empress Menen. And you see there come a time in every relationship in it brand new and your heart is full of doubt. And you try investigate to check things out. And sometimes you see if you follow word of mouth, you end up take the wrong route. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? But it's a mystery. mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me, or will she be the wife and mother of my baby? Sometimes I feel like she's holding back. Something inside says it don't react. Sometimes I hear how the people chat. Most of the time we ignore all of that. The way she read books made my soul relax. Love how she look and she proud to be black. Me love how she cook and how she state the fact. She said the wicked of it melt like wax. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss me, will she trick me, or is it just me? Then, well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss me, or will she be my wife and mother of my baby? When we come together, everything is clear. Anytime we touch, I know love is dear. Sometimes it seems like this girl disappear, and when me ask, me can't find this girl anywhere. Plus, nobody knows a thing when me ask around. In my head, wonder if she a get passed around in somebody bed, and them have me as the clown. That's when me hear the telephone sound. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? Then, well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she trick me? Or will she be my wife and mother of my baby? She don't got no one bag of man, she no took on my road. And when me ask about this girl, seem like nobody knows. Me love the way how she dress, how she put on her clothes. But if she step on the street, she no push up her nose. Love the way how she neat and she never expose. But if she step on a beach, of her body she proud. Love the way how she speak, she stand out in a crowd. Make me feel like send me head in the cloud.